Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode. My name is Wale.
And my name is A.D.E, Mr. Africans to everything.
So on today's topic or episode, we'll kind of be touching on what we went through the last episode in regards to like the street life, the impact of it on young black boys, young black girls, and what we can do as parents and as a community and society to sort of like deter them away from it. Because to me personally, and to everyone that's near and dear to me, it's a very sensitive subject, and I feel like we need to speak on it because, after all, we are speaking about our young kings and queens.
Yes, yes. And we have to also find a way to protect them as well. So this platform is to raise awareness on how to do so. Like for example, when I was going through my own drama in the street, there's a lot of nights and days that I was scared for my life. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know who to speak to. Um, my father was busy working, so I couldn't open up with him because of the kind of experience that I had with him in the past. I wasn't able to be open up with him to tell him that I'm dealing with this in the street, because as a Nigerian person, you're not supposed to be in that kind of lifestyle, but they don't know that there's situation out there that can get you involved in it. I got to a stage I was in the streets just getting into trouble that I shouldn't be, and I have to figure out a way out. And one of the things that I'm also gonna say is that it's good to pray,
Yes.
because during those situations I was asking God questions like, "Yo, why am I going through this this era and everything?" So and He showed me the way to get out of it, and the way that I found to be able to escape from that kind of life was to pick up a camera, and since I've been picking up picking up a camera, I've used that to like take my mind off being a person that I'm not supposed to be. You understand, and do something good to help the community as well, and to also help the people that are around me. That we don't have to have, we don't have to be in around that situation. If only that we have opportunities. That's why I roll around with people in entertainment, like music,
Right.
people that they will be able to change my mindset from the normal mindset that I used to have. You understand?
So in a way, it kind of boils down to your surroundings, and also, I mean, from my own personal experience growing up where I grew up, I remember when we were much younger, we had like social places that we can go to interact with other kids in the environment in the area, and I felt like that is something that was quite helpful then because it kind of filtered away the whole conflict and friction that we're currently seeing within our community at the moment. And also, we need to also kind of like identify ways as parents where we can reduce the foundation that this all stems from, because there are a few things that we will be touching on over the next few episodes,
Yeah.
and that a few of them are things like family structure, in terms of like the family unit, father, mother, and the child being in the same household. Um, Children being able to express their true feelings, and by that I mean, as a young black boy, I was raised to not express emotions in terms of crying. But for the longest time, it felt weird to me because crying is a natural human occurrence.
Mm.
So if you're being raised in a society where you're being told that you shouldn't be expressing yourself, how your body naturally feels too, what that would normally do is have a psychological impact on people. So hopefully we'll be able to sort of like identify some of the things that we can do in terms of helping the whole family structure. Even though when a dad and a mom is not in the same household, what we can also put in place to make sure that that support from both sides still exists in that child's life.
Because that's the most important thing that's happening with us. Let's forget about the money
Yes.
and the walking or the. I know everybody will be like, "Oh, what are you saying? Are you trying to say that we shouldn't work?" No, work on your family as well. You
Yes.
understand? Don't just work for 9 to 5 and then you forget how to communicate with your family and interact with your family. So it's one of the most important things. And as a family unit, you better off doing greater things than being separated.
Yeah.
And also the way it can affect the children in the family, how it can damage them
In the future.
consciously.
Yes.
You understand? So we have to find a way to do it. We can't expect the government to do that for us because they didn't bring the child to the world. You did.
Yes.
So it's your job to be able to put them in place and just spend time with them and get to know them, because like we said in the last conversation, they are the one that's going to carry on your generation.
Yes.
So you have to raise the best one out of your out of your gym that can carry on your name. So when they mention your name, like, oh, you do, yeah, okay. So any more?
I mean, in terms of how we will go about helping our young ones as well, one of the major things that I've identified over the years is the places where, like, just to put it, I would mention something to do with grooming. A lot of people might not understand what that term means, but when we're going into like street life, gang life, county line, all of these things, it all stems down to grooming. And when we think about where we were raised as a, like, as they call it, the hood or the ends, we have so many places that's been taken away from us that was actually doing positive things to our children's lives, like community centers, play centers, simple football pitch, basketball court. These are things that help to bring the community together. But for some reason, it seems like it's been replaced with chicken shop. And me personally, I'm all for businesses trying to like make money and whatnot. But at the same time, these businesses need to be able to be socially aware of what's happening in their shops. There are things that's happening in shops that shouldn't be happening, and these are places where some of these vulnerable children are being targeted. And hopefully, with evidence that we'll be able to show you, these are things that parents need to be aware of. When your children leave school, where do they go to? Who are their social friends? Do you know their parents? Do you know their addresses? Do you know what sort of things your children get into? Do you search your children's school bags before they go to school and when they come back? This is sort of the things that we as parents and as a community we need to have in place to kind of help our children, because they are going through a lot of pressure. And being a teenager, going through puberty, is something that has psychological challenges. So we need to understand that and stop, and we need to move away from the whole, oh yeah, I used to be, I've been there, I've done it, so I know what you're going through. Times have changed. A lot of us, when we were like their age, there was no mobile phones, there was no Instagram, no Snap, no social media distractions that make them feel like they're less worthy than they are.
Yes. And also regarding to the adults as well, like in my kind of line, when I want to do a comedy show in my area, like there are areas that's being made for people to come and party, but for you to do a comedy show in that kind of area,
Yes.
is difficult, especially if you're coming from a different background, you understand? And
Yes.
this kind of kill your creative ideas that you have, or the dreams that you have, if you can be able to rent out a venue for your events. So yeah, I understand where you was coming from with the children as well. Like, you have to find out what they are up to.
Yes.
If you don't find out, you never know. They'll probably be in the streets doing what they shouldn't be doing, looking for trouble, visiting. In my days, we used to go for a drive. We tell our mom that we're going to West End. We end up in Birmingham.
Yes.
You understand? But we were not going to that kind of area to look for trouble. We were just having fun.
Partying, yes.
You understand? You know,
living life, as they call it.
You understand? I think we got to that stage in our life that we decided to that, okay, let's change that. let's have parties now and have fun, and that's what we did. You understand? As soon as we got a car, we were out. You understand? So it has to be what you have. There's different things that you look. If you look, does it make you have peace? Not something that's gonna be disturbing you at the middle of the night that you can't sleep. So choose. You know?
In life, as my brother just said, everything in life is about choices. But what we need to always be mindful of is, as young children, those choices are easily mistakenly made with the wrong crowd, with the wrong role model in place. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of like, it's an ongoing process. There's never a one-way answer or one solution to this, but it's about time that we need to start looking within, finding ways that we can make sure that we tackle this issue that we're facing. It's never going to be easy, but only us can do it, you know?
I think that's for this episode, right?
I mean, also guys, if there's any ideas, experiences, suggestions, opinions that you guys feel like could be helpful to us, because we don't know it all. Like we said, this platform is for us to share experiences and knowledge. So please do leave comments. Do send us a DM, whichever way. We'll try our best to respond to it and keep this going. So on that note, guys, stay safe, stay positive, look after your mental health and your physical health.
Yes, that's it. Thank you very much. We should see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.